at this stage. They've got buttons there at chat overlay. I know it takes, oh my God, sorry, hang on. Whoops. Yeah, sorry, can you hear me now? I didn't realise my phone was screaming as all hell. It takes a few minutes for people to get the notifications and things like that there. So I'm just turning off the phone because otherwise it frightens the living daylights out of me. So I thought I'd do a bit of anything and everything. And there's a few people popped up there. Oh, hi, Sherry. It's lovely to see you. Now, Lyndsay, can you see the comments at all? Can
hi,
you see any comments?
I can see a comment. Hi, Karen from Triple Moon Goddess.
Yep. Triple Moon Goddess is the lovely Sherry. I know it's got a counter here. It tells me that there's several people watching there, but they haven't popped up to say hello. So, but there's me and Lyndsay here at the moment, and I can now see a couple other people. I've got Melanie Tennyson and I've got Hayley Smith, and I'm just bringing out a few tools. We've got the lovely Lyndsay Henderson in the UK, and maybe Wilma and maybe Andrea in the US may join us, but it's very early hours in the US. Like I said, Wilma goes to bed with the chickens, but she's up with the rooster call at 5 a.m. So, because I haven't put our names on the bottom here. So in the left of your screen, guys, is Lyndsay, and I'm here, and I've got Alice and that here as well. So we've got a few people chopping up there, and we're using a few different things. Lyndsay's got charm casting out there. We can either go for a question, or if there's not many people, we can do both. And I've got out my beautiful books of who wants to be a unicorn, a mermaid, a flamingo, a llama, or a sloth. I'm very much a sloth at the moment. So I've got Sandy Chamberlain's there, Lillian, Jade, Ursula, Jennifer. So I'm seeing some people pop up here now, and that's really, really lovely. So who wants to have a reading? And if you want a reading on a particular subject, or do you want us to just choose and be a unicorn or a mermaid or something else? So Sandy Chamberlain is just asking straight up there for a general reading. So let me have a look. I'll start off. General, I'm actually going to use Alice. And this is Alice in Wonderland, and she's a fun deck. And she comes in mini and bridge size. And let's have a look. So Sandy's looking at general. General, it's one of my big pet hates, and you guys probably hear me say it all the time. General readings give you general answers. They can be very vague. That's the only issue I have with general readings. But I'll just go through 3 topics in relationships, so money, family. We'll just go there, and I'll just do 2 layers because, like I said, generals are a big pet hate to me. So here about relationships, that's really lovely to see an angel, actually, because it just tells me about literally blessed relationships. The frog here, though, tells me it's either Sandy herself or Tony. One of you has a little bit of itchy feet. And it's interesting because frog there, it means you need to find a stable base. So don't be afraid to stretch yourselves a little bit further, but it does mean where your base is floating. You do have angel though, so it would tell me again in general blessed relationships, but something there needs to settle. So if we're looking here around money, oh, that's nice. The bird is about chatter and talks and communication, and you got ring, which is literally something that is valuable. And it's interesting because there, I can't help it, I hear the voices also that come into my head. When I see a bird and a ring, I'd actually look at that and say, you need to set up something for the future, as in inheritance. And it may mean where there's some discussions of what you are doing with your own valuables. So family, nice to see dog, and you got chair. chair there, and often in family though means you're feeling a little bit lonely. And dog there is good friends, but it's almost like you've got the soul friendships or lonely a bit from the friendships. I just want to see what the bottom card is. Balloon. Balloon is again releasing some stress and some pressure that's off your shoulders. So there you go, Sandy. That is your general reading. So, Lyndsay, do you want to throw anything on that?
I will cast a few times on the map.
Yeah.
Okay, on the child, the new beginnings and young joy, the bridge has landed. So feel they'll be overcoming something with new beginnings. They're on the path of starting something new. And on the bird, on the butterfly, some transformation as a bird. There's some talks about something they're going to be doing with a new beginning. And a man, there's a lady on the man square, and then there's a grave on the lady square. So I feel that Sandy's going to be ending one chapter and starting a new chapter, a new beginning, which will bring out fun in her life and transform into something else. And there's man and women that are strength together and strong. And that's what I've got, but I can pull just two
lovely.
cards.
They're nice. That's nice.
But I think there's been a lot of talks about ending something and starting something new that Sandy will be starting. I'm just going to... Oh, there's a rose card come out. So there's beauty in this castle. So there's going to be some success. Something's going to bloom and grow, and hourglass, and it's time to start taking steps to doing what they want to do with this new transformation that's going to be taking place, but handle things with care, delicate, but there's beauty all around.
Oh, beautiful. I'm just looking here too. People are coming through from Facebook. It just comes up there. It calls us Facebook user. It actually doesn't give me your name. So if you're coming through from Facebook, can you actually just give us your name? Because for some reason it doesn't display the actual name, and I'm not sure why, because it just says there Facebook, somebody's asking about business related, but I have no idea who it is. So I'm just scribbling down some names and messages here while I have. So, and I'm just writing. Ursula's asking about travel. I was actually only talking about this only yesterday. So, we were saying about, gosh, travel. I really would love to travel, but wow, it's sort of when and where is the issues. So I've got here, Melanie Tennyson is asking about love. And I actually am going to use, there's a couple of things. I'm actually going to use charms, and I just use them in the dice tray. So I don't know whether you're in love, Melanie, or you're looking for love. Again, if you're asking questions, guys, we really need to know if it's a current relationship or you're looking for one. Let me just scoot to the bottom. I just want to see if, hang on, I'm just going to put you on. I can see you there. Hang on, hide, it goes there. Love, possible love. Okay, so we're looking for love. Right, okay. So possible love. You've got here, it's hard to show it. I'll turn it up. It's actually a rocking chair. Try and turn it up that way. Try and turn him. Sorry, it's hard to see him. A rocking chair there would tell me, though, you need to stabilise some matters. And it's interesting that the scissors are there, because the scissors there would tell me literally cutting away from the past. And the rocking chair was often a place of comfort. But to see the scissors at the rocking chair means time for your heart to heal from an unstable relationship with the past. You've actually got the backpack, and I find that fascinating in love, because backpack often means two things. The journey that you will take in love needs more adventure, but it often indicates someone who may live a bit of a distance away from you, not so much someone who lives in the next suburb. The star here would literally tell me, have you tried the online dating? Yes, be aware of some of the snakes that are out there. I'm surprised it's not a shark. And you've also got the letter, which is about written forms of communication. I'd look at that and say, boost up your ego is what we need first, even if you do have some fun and play with some of these things, if anything, to help heal the heart with some of the people through an online dating platform. And it doesn't mean you have to go and meet all these people. Just the art of communication will help open up the healing for you. I just want to try another, see what else I've got in the bucket here. What else have I got? Oh, that's nice to see. It's actually the corkscrew for the wine bottle, and you've also got the soccer shirt. Soccer shirt or football t-shirt would tell me literally meeting people out in the crowd, and you've got the corkscrew, which tells me, yes, you will have those wonderful intimate moments again. But I look at this and say, stretch your net or cast your net a little bit wider than what you are doing. But the big thing for here would tell me it's time for the heart to heal from a horrible, unstable relationship. And when I see a snake, it would tell me you've either been cheated on, lied, or betrayed in some shape or form. So what do you have for Melanie? I'll keep writing down notes as I'm going.
I'm just going to cast
So
some
she's
charms
looking for love.
on both. Okay. Okay, I've got a grave and a lady come out on Rose on the charm here, where it's all about the romance, and I feel that you've probably had a past relationship that had ended, and now probably you're looking for new love. I'm just going to spread more charms. There's a book on a letter, and angel on a man. There's a man in spirit, he's looking over you. He wants you to, there's a book on letter, like Karen says, online dating, get to know people, do research, send communication out online, and just start chatting to people. I'm just going to put a few more. The camels come out on tent, so maybe some short travel or adventure and time away. And on the child, you got tent and mushroom. That I feel that you need to persevere and overcome some past hurdles from previous relationships first, and go out and have fun. And anything that you want to get rid of from the past, maybe toxic relationship, clear all that, and you'll move on. And there is some blessings. The angels, a good sign. They're watching over you. And let me just pull 2 cards and just see the outcome. There's a chair here. So maybe you're just taking time out and resting. And then this tunnel, there is an opportunity ahead. You might be coming out of the dark period, but the future is looking brighter, and don't be afraid. Just go forward and you will find love, and you will meet somebody. I feel online, like Karen says, with the book, going on to letter communication is important. Open yourself up a bit more and do your research on some sites that you could join and to find somebody. That's all I've got.
Yeah, no, that's lovely. So it's an interesting symbol. It's like when I drew the scissors. Um, the old meaning in tea symbology for scissors, everyone thinks, okay, cut away, something, get rid of. It can be, yeah, getting rid of a thought or a habit or a person sometimes, but its traditional meaning is time to heal from emotional pain. Whereas some days I look at that and think, who do I want to stab? And and that sounds really good, doesn't it? But I always say there's something or someone I need to stab, and usually it's Paul Innes, the poor man. I'm just going through. So Facebook, I know I'm so lovely, aren't I? I know. Triple Moon Goddess, which is our lovely Sherry. She's wanting to know about any spirit for her. So I'm just having a rumble. Sorry, it's so loud. And what have we got? Spirit messages. Eagle's very important. You've got your sun and moon. I'll bring these up a bit closer for you to have a look. Okay, as far as spirit message, hang on, I've got that upside down. You've got the eagle. Eagle is about time to seize moments and opportunities that are right in front of you. And often when the literally think of the eagle in the wild, it means stop procrastinating, just grab what is right in front of you. It's almost like you keep circling something that you're not sure of whether to do or not do. An eagle is a very powerful symbol, and it means get in and grab it. The frog here too tells me again, step outside your comfort zone a little bit more. Frog symbol, which means look a little further than you normally would. You've also got follow your heart, which is really lovely. And you've got your sun and your moon. So your sun and your moon is the two. It's like you've got both shadow and light. So it's an equal balance of positive versus negative. And it's often a symbol very much like yin and yang, where everything has to be about balance. You've also got the ring, which tells me perhaps Spirit's telling you, look at your relationships around too. And they are the wedding rings or joined rings, which means relationships. A ring on its own is often about commitments and value and precious commodity. But the two rings would tell me maybe time to also look at your relationships with people. Now, I'm not sure if you have a partner or not, but they would tell me, don't be afraid to have a look at that. It's almost like the moment you have a look at that, things become a better balance for you. So that's our lovely Sherry, and she's under Triple Moon Goddess. So, and she wants just spirit messages, Lyndsay. So
Okay.
I'll just grab another mat while Lyndsay's talking.
We'll have a look. I'm going to cast some charms on Angel, which is the people in spirit, and see what messages they've got. I'm going to just give them a charm and pull some out. Okay. I've got a few charms here that have come out. I've put them on the angel square. Okay, I've got money, a dollar bill, and camel, weighing scales, mushroom, and a cane. You are going to be receiving some support. Financial money will be coming in. And also the weighing scales is all about balance and contracts. It could be legal contracts or an agreement. The camel, you may have had some burdens and big responsibility, but you keep persevering, and they know that you have worked hard. And the mushroom is you're very resilient. No matter what gets thrown at you, you're just resilient, and your hard work will pay off. The cane could be a gentleman also in spirit that wants to give you support and has been around. And the money could be that you're going to get not just money support, but other things, some wealth coming in. that will support you on your journey and will help with maybe some burdens. And you have got the scales, so it could be a Libra sign as well. Just thinking about it with the weighing scales, a gentleman in spirit, and he would very much be your support. I'm just going to just shuffle some cards also and see what comes. But you are finding the right balance also. That's just come, and you will find your feet. But if somebody's leaning on you too much for support, that's probably somebody's being a bit of a burden, but you will help them, but they need to also be a bit independent themselves. You can only do so much. There. Okay, I'm just going to a ship, a grave, and a moon. Okay, the ship is that you're moving on slowly, and the light side of the grave is touching the ship, so it's time to move forward and move on slowly. The dark side of the grave is touching the moon. There was some emotional experience in the past, and they want you to move forward slowly. They are around, and just the top of the head, I've just got the name John come in. I don't know if that's somebody in spirit or somebody but the moon, they know that you've been through emotional times, that's ended, and they want you to move on slowly. And the loved ones around, I feel that Libra, and he may have had a walking stick or an aid, and that you've helped him greatly. Now it's time for you to get the abundance and help. That's what I've got.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, I'm just madly scribbling down some things here. Lillian Mirror, I can't even read my own writing. How bad's that? Lillian, if you're still there, you'll know who you are. She's wanting to know about her love life and will he change his mind about marriage? Let me have a look. I'm going to actually use my royalty. And let's have a look. So we're looking about marriage. Hang on, let me just move that. Right, we're looking at marriage. So, right, marriage. Will he change his mind? So I'm actually going to do, it's my favourite of fives, which is this one, and I'm just overlapping because I know we haven't got a lot of window space there. So will he change mind about marriage? You've got the lion. Lion is very much a family type symbol because it does mean very protective, very strong, but it can also mean his ego may be a little bit bigger than what you're expecting, because there it's almost like, no, I know what I'm doing, but he may not know what he's doing. It's almost like a big bravado. And it's interesting, you've got peacock as well, which tells me it's like, look at me. So I don't know whether he's very ego-driven type person or very much a visual. They are good if he's a hottie, because they are often the symbols to tell me that he's a very attractive person. Mouse here would tell me that he probably is getting a little bit hot-footed, because a mouse means a little bit of anxious, anxiety, what's going under the current. But Dancer here would tell me those celebrations. Your outcome cards here, bird and frog, they're interesting because they're both facing away. I would look at this and say the first thing you need to do is literally sit down and talk, because the frog jumping away there tells me this relationship needs a hell of a lot more stability if you are going into marriage. That there would tell me he's probably getting a little bit on the cold feet. But then you've got celebrations. Out of those, that's your celebration card. But I'd look at this and say this relationship really needs the good heart conversation. Would like to see it a hell of a lot more stable than seeing what these cards are. You've got the crab, which means literally hanging on. So crab is again though, is he feeling by the word marriage that he's locked down? Is that what his train of thought is, which is, we all know, absolutely stupid way of thinking. We've got the feather, which is often a peace offering. Feather's lovely because it means signs of spirit and people in spirit that are around you, which is really beautiful. You've also got the bee. Now, the bee here would tell me a lot about, too, why he may be feeling, and you're also having some of these doubts, because a bee is literally, who is it that's feeding into your ear or feeding into his ear? You do have the hand of fate, which is a bit like que sera, sera, what will be, will be. And hand of fate, though, is usually good. It does mean peace. But I'd look at these and say, you really need to sit and have a talk of what's going on. Because what I would have loved to have seen come out here would be, of course, the ring, the heart, the house, the tree, the child, a lot more of the stability family cards. Where here I'm thinking, no, this is a little bit stress and a bit of things under pressure, and it may be literally the word marriage. And I'll tell you a short story. Sorry, I do waffle on, that's just me. I actually have a client that I've been reading for a long, long time. Her and the partner, as we still call him, they have two small children, they have a business together, they have a mortgage together, and yet he still will not accept the word partner or the word my wife, my girlfriend, my fiance. Nothing. And yet you could not get any more commitment of these two people, but yet he can't handle the word marriage or husband. And yet he's as loyal as they come, and so is she. And they have this whole life they've built together, but he can't cope with the word marriage. And sadly, there is some people that are like that, but yet it works, and it works beautifully. She would love the big white wedding and the ring on the finger, but she also knows this man worships the ground she walks on, and more better than marriage or the ring on the finger. So it's not always about walking down the aisle. And her name is Lillian Mira. I think I've got it right, wrong. What do you got, Lyndsay?
Okay, I'll have a look. I'm just going to my charm onto the ring commitment, see if any. Okay, I've got, what's come out, a crab, a dress,
Oh, you
a
got the
tree,
crab too.
yeah, and the handcuffs. So I feel that no marriage commitment, like he's not going to pose that question at the moment. I feel that he will feel restricted, chained, that he just likes to see the relationship grow, that family is very stable in the relationship without the commitment. And the
I'd say so.
the crab, the lobster, sorry. I feel that it was pinch claws into it. I feel no to, no engagement, that it's just growing. It's a strong relationship, and it's stable, but without the commitment, the engagement. That's all I get.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just sorry. I was just looking in the oh, hang on, have I got the wrong person here? Hang on. Hang on. I'm trying to somebody here. Hang on. It's gone Derek from New York. No, not the wrong person. Sorry. Not Leonie Lewis. Oops. There's someone that's been spamming the thing, so I need to work out how to unblock the person I accidentally blocked. So I'll get back to that one. So yeah, because
It's
it's telling me, hang on, let me just have a look. That's only read only. Sorry. I'll work this out. Lyndsay, the next person,
yeah.
lovely girl called Jade Morris. She's
Okay.
doing. She wants to know. Got a nurse graduate. Should she do it in the state she is, or look into state?
Right. Okay.
So yeah, Jade. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
do
How do
two
I unblock
layers.
that?
If you should do it in the state you're in or go to interstate, the benefits. I'm just going to shuffle the card, Dave. I won't be a moment.
No, that's not it. No, no. Sorry, I just had an issue there and I'm trying to work out something in the background. No.
Okay, the top row was should you do it in the state that you're in? There'll be a gentleman there, from that you graduate and you have got friends, online support, but out of state there's a treasure chest, so you'll be more valuable you'll find in an interstate place and in time. And this is also a ring where you'll commit more, you'll find it more beneficial, more value of doing it interstate, going at interstate. But in time, I feel that you probably will go. This gives in the better option. Not the state that you're in. There is a gentleman there to be torn whether to do it in the state, and he's a cheeky chap. And you have got good online support and friends where you are now in your state, but interstate there could be something more valuable that could open up, that you'll treasure going more out of state.
In
There's going to
another.
be like a valuable commitment, and in time you'll find that it was better to go out of state. But
It
the
would
choice
be.
is up to you. Yeah. Okay, that's what I've
You
got
might
on that
return
one.
back home. Yeah,
Yeah.
you might return back home, Jade. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna. I've got career here for Jade. So I just want to have a look at some charms here. Oh, look, there you go. Mine says it straight away. It's the plane. And the plane, again, Jade, would tell me, again, look into state. It's like, what is better? You even got the witch's hat, and the witch's hat actually means woman on a mission or women creating magic. And it's actually really good to see. You've also got the dolphins, and dolphins mean helpful people that are around you. The handbag is literally play your cards close to your chest. It means what is it and where do you feel more secure in yourself? And you've also got the arrow, which means you need to focus on the direction of where you are going. These to me would tell me interstate. So, and I know you love the lifestyle in Queensland, who wouldn't? But there would tell me look interstate. So I'm saying with Lyndsay. So I'm just going through, like I said, I was just having a panic attack because someone was stalking our chat there. So, and we do get these stalkers, and I don't yet know how else we can block them, but I accidentally blocked somebody, and I'm going to have to now work out how do I unblock it, and I'll have to do that in the background. So I'm just going to grab here anyone at random. I've got a whole page here. Sandra Montgomery, she's wanting to know about spirit messages. She's hearing a lot of spirit messages or hearing spirits in the middle of the night, and she's sort of bolting upright and thinking, well, I'm hearing them, isn't everybody else? Where everybody else isn't hearing them. So let's have a look. And it's, I suppose the big question is, what is it they're coming to you for? Actually, no, I'll use the casting mat as a general. And you guys are getting a bit of a sneak peek of what's coming. And I'm not going to flip it over, so you don't know what's on the other side. So, and I'm just doing a bit of a scatter and we'll see where we land. So, spirit messages. In your leisure, family, or social life, it usually means friends. That's more about your family. You've got the owl and you've got the dragonfly. Owl is about learning, but it's the gifts of learning that you are sharing with others. And to see the dragonfly, it does mean often, again, spirit that's around you. And I look at that and it's almost like your spirit telling you to start showing what your gifts are as such. Because an owl means you've got wisdom, you've got great knowledge, but you need to share. It's like parting with knowledge. And when I see it in leisure and social life, would be something even literally down to spreading it amongst friends, even in things like Facebook groups and so on, because there would tell me there's things that you've got that you need to share. In love or relationships, you've got the mirror. It's a really fascinating symbol when I see mirrors, because mirrors often mean it's time to literally hold up the mirror to your life. With it in love and relationships, so whether you have a partner or you don't, it means look at your relationships. What is it that is happening or literally mirroring in your relationship? So if you have a partner who is a couch potato, won't get off and sit there with the remote in their hand, what is there that is mirroring to you? It's going to make you feel down. It's going to make you feel lazy and not want to put any energy into it. So there would tell me, look at the relationships, even right down to the friends as well. You then have the bird, and birds crossing over too, which is about your finances, but also discovery. We've also got the dinosaur. Dinosaur, again, is about the learning the difficult lessons in life. Dinosaur's very karmic, which tells me this is not your first life in this universe. There would tell me you're very much the old soul, but again, share the experiences of your old soul. The bird is talking about it, and you've got it here on money, which means literally, is there money in this for you to talk as such? We then have coming right up to our angel wings is about our spirituality. Interesting, you've got a geisha fan and you've got the padlock. I'll bring those up so you can see. Geisha fan is about, again, there's little bits that you are showing people, but not much. Think of it like a burlesque. The padlock here tells me, again, listen to those voices that you are hearing, very, very solid, because when I see it near there, and again, you're not going insane, but it's telling me again, stop hiding it. So don't think you're going crazy or anybody and everybody looking at you to say, you know, am I going nuts? No, you are not going nuts, but you do have information and knowledge that you need to share. So I would definitely have a look at that. Hang on, I just want to have a look at a dice. What are we? Two, unions, agreements. Two, again, is a relationship number, which would tell me also don't keep sitting on your hands, because two in timings means 2 days, 2 weeks, up to 2 months' time. Look at the unions, the agreements, and everything that you do. Make sure it is about balance for you. So that is for the lovely Hayley Smith. So, do you have any messages? Oh, sorry, not Hayley Smith. Bleh, I'm getting there. Sandra Montgomery. So, Hayley, you're next. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, she's hearing spirits.
Okay, I'm just going to set some times on the map, on the areas. Okay, I've got the moon on Lady and the bell. So it could be an emotional announcement or a celebration that will be coming up, a new change, a new cycle. And you're reflecting, because the moon's on the Lady and the bell, you're reflecting your emotion as well. And there will be a gathering. Now, there is tornado I'll just move it around so you can see between the bow and hourglass. So it's a quick thing that's coming in. It happens quickly. There's a celebration and announcements and a gathering that will be happening. And then there's hourglass on anchor and butterfly. So it's time, something secure and that you can get stuck in and that you'll transform in and have fun. It's time that's coming in. Don't procrastinate, get stuck in. The dragon is on man and castle. Stand in your power. You may have some fears about your career or a building and a gentleman. There is a baby pram on fish and pipe and mermaid and rose, and there's a turtle as well. I'll just show you that, move it around. And the pram on the fish and the pipe, there's a gentleman in that has passed away, is showing a new beginning, a new start, a new good luck, and some new money coming in. Could be small. And the turtle is on the mermaid. Your dreams and your passion and your romance, you'll be swimming along. The turtle is the tortoise is that you're protected. There's going to be some changes, but you're stable and you're strong and you're driven. And that will help you with all this new dreams that you've got, and with the money and your new things that you're going to be pushing forward. And it would just come rapidly and fast and swift. There'll be changes, emotional changes, the announcement that's going to be. And also you've got anchor on the lady in the castle, so you are going to be secure in yourself, but don't have any fears. You've got some doubts with the dragon there on the castle, so don't doubt yourself. Time for change and transform and what you want to do. And that's all I've
Beautiful.
got. Yeah.
I've got Hayley's posted really good questions. I love it when I see in depth like this. She's asked, what talents or gifts is she wasting that will enhance her life? And I love big questions like this. Yes. So, hang on, what have I done? Sorry, I don't know what I've done there. I'm getting something says I've got hide message. Hang on, hide message. There you go. Otherwise, I can't see the change. So, Hayley Smith. Oh. Oh, your daughter, Sandra's just replying to that, says her daughter bought her first tarot deck yesterday. I'm feeling ready. Yes, my close friends and family members see a little of my gifts. No partner. I've been single 16 years. Everything you said is so spot on. Melanie, this is fantastic, beautiful. Thank you so much, Sandra. So, oh, hello, Emma. Lovely to see you, darling. Now, there's only us two here tonight, and we're both old crocs, although Lyndsay's young, I'm old. So, yeah, we may not get to you, and apologies if we don't, because, yeah, we can only do so far. And I just have a look here, Hayley, really, I'm doing a whole general in scatter here. This is something new I've been working on, but you're only getting a sneak peek at this side at the moment. More to be revealed. So I'll start up. That's interesting. Got the owl there again. So talents and gifts. You've got unicorn, and everybody sees unicorns as all fluffy and pink and magic and so on. He's actually pretty cool because he's glittery. You've got to have a sparkly unicorn. And there would mean what you're wasting, the magic that you hold within, but you're also wasting the warrior that you are. Now, I don't mean warrior as in W-O, I mean W-A-R-R-I-O-R, warrior, like samurai warrior as such. a unicorn means you do have a lot of power within you. But again, you are not sharing or teaching others of what you know. So I look at these and say you've got a great deal of knowledge and experience that you again need to share. We have here on career and business, this is just beautiful. It's actually Mother Earth. She's the goddess. And we've got the Tinkerbell, and we've also got the Betty Boop. And I know she's funny, but Betty Boop was the famous cutesy burlesque dancer. In around Korea, now I don't know what you do, Hayley, because Mother Earth is very grounding. Betty Boop is about showing feminine energy, and you then got Tinkerbell. I can't help but look at these and say it's like women creating magic for women. And it's very nurturing. And when I look at these two things, expression about women who need to stand up for themselves, um, not being hidden in the background, women without a voice, it's there would scream to me. It's a lot about female energy because you have three females all around Korea. It's also crossing a little bit into the heart, which means what's your passion about this? And if you are not doing it, if you are sitting at a desk behind a bank counter or something like that, you really need to look in another area because this is passion, but it's passion all around female energy. Health and well-being, you've got the knitting needles and the ball of wool. And the reason I've got this subject there is it often health is affected by our well-being and our general areas around us. And the reason for three bottles means body, mind, soul. Your knitting needles here would tell me too, though, you do need to think a lot more outside of the box as far as what you are doing to feel good, two things about yourself, but others. And there would tell me creativity is a must. It's almost like relaxation as well. Money matters, you've got the Tower, and Tower is a success sign. It often means again around business. And when I'd see Tower and money together, would tell me doing something for yourself in your own business. You also have adventure and discovery. You've got the trophy. So that's pretty interesting because it is about the discovery of yourself, and that a trophy is winner, winner, chicken dinner, as they say. And here on spirituality, you again have the teacups, which is about sharing, good open communication, and it's nice and casual communication. And you've got the dream zipper pool. I actually look and think some of the gifts that you are probably wasting that can really take you on a whole nother level will be something to do with passion around women. And I find that quite fascinating. I just want to have a little look. There's another area. Hang on 2 secs. All right, I'm going to have a look at what is hidden and what we're afraid of. So, what's hidden? Male energy. You're worried about people who are dominant or controlling. This one here has destiny on it, which means again, you never know until you take that first step of where you are going. So, what is it that you fear the most? Judgment. You've got the moon. Moon again is your light source. It's positive light source. You've got your infinity knot, which means continue the journey. The moon, when I see it as a fear sign, though, it's like fear of people seeing you in true light. What's it going to matter if people see you in true light? And I would look at this and say, no, you need to. So I'm looking here now at your pros. Once you do come out of this, you got your dog. You create good friendships, good connections, pretty amazing people as well. So, yeah, stop hiding that beautiful feminine passion that you have. So, I don't know whether you want to add to that, Lyndsay, or we can go on to another one. That's a pretty big read. Do you want to read on that or go on another?
We could go on another thing. That's a big read. It's covered.
Yes, it is. It's complete. I've got, hang on, like I said, I'm just grabbing up here in things here. Facebook user Sandy, she says, or she put a name there, she's got a larger, she's reached out and doing the transgender community in her clients. Now, I'm not sure if you're a reader or not, but you may be. And now she's predominantly getting transgender as clients, which I think is fabulous. I'd really look at this and say, where's this going to take community? And I think it's absolutely fabulous that you stepped into the transgender community because it's all about love. So do you want to have a look at that one, Lyndsay, or do you want me to go on? I'm easy.
I can have a little look. So she wants to know where it's going to be taken with the community, the transgender. I think it's fabulous.
Yeah, where's it going in the transgender community?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just going back through. I'll just have a quick look through and see if I can find the question, but I'm just trying to find them in it. Hopefully it doesn't disappear off the chat. Oh, here she says, just accepted transgender clients. Business is now transgender friendly. When you stated, didn't realise the name. So yeah, it just says it's transgender friendly, which I think is just amazing, and that's going to be wonderful.
Okay, I've pulled some cards and I've got Hourglass and Cherries and Books Lady, Camel and Cross. It's like it's destined, it's spiritual, keep persevering with it. You will learn and discover more, and there could be some options and sweet choices that could come where more people, different people, that you might make a decision to open up to others as well, and time, it will pay off. Your perseverance is paid off, and it's going to be spiritual studies more that you'll be doing, and a lady is going to be helping further, but there could be somebody coming in that's going to show you some more options, and you'll discover and like which way with the cherries and the books.
I think it's great. I do. I think this is really great.
Yeah.
My own daughter is a reader as well, and she deals a lot with transgender community, and also a lot with the working girls community. Beautiful people. They're nice. I'm looking at, like I said, I'm just grabbing in at random here. Karen Jensen, she says she's got two situations. So I've drawn three for situation one, situation two. I have no idea what the situations are. So let's just have a look. So hang on, she's saying that someone is spamming the Facebook. Hang on 2 seconds. I'll go to that. Okay. Option one, you've got bird, tree, and mask. There would tell me communication is absolutely must. The tree is often, like I said, I don't know the situation, but a tree often means stand your ground, put your feet firmly where you need to be, but also watch for anything that may be a hidden surprise. Option two, we have the eagle, the ring, and the monkey. Beautiful power card. Here can mean, again, something that has been going around for a while because it can be literally circular. And you've got the monkey here, which would still tell me, be cautious of people who may deceive you. I look at both of these here, whether it's option one and option two, or situation one and two, that there would tell me look out for anything that's hidden. And you have monkey here, which again would tell me watch for anyone who may literally smile through their teeth and stab you in the back. So I would say be cautious, please. I will go on to the next person, and while I try and sort out this spamming on the other side, there's Where am I? A lady, I think it's lady, A-L-E, Ali Burnham just wants a general reading. So if you can have a look at that, Lindsay, I want to see if I can get hold of this thing in the Facebook.
Okay, I'm just going to cast some charms for you, General. Ali.
Okay.
Okay, I've got tree come out on tent and ship. So I feel that you're branching out on some short travel, could be with business, or you're extending the family, or you probably be moving, thinking about moving family. Also, there is mask on fish, lady, tent, and child. So maybe you're masking some feelings, or there's going to be a pleasant surprise coming in. With prosperity and good luck and money, there's going to be a new beginning, or maybe you're feeling like a new beginning but hiding it at the moment, about branching out and moving home, or a journey with work. Rose, you got a snake, so it could be some difficulties or complication on a delicate matter that you need to look into. On the house, the charm is grave, and that's showing that you could be looking forward to moving, that you're feeling that you are going to be leaving there and moving on. Where the tree is
Okay,
on
hang on.
tent and ship, thinking probably tent is letter and fox on castle. So letter, there could be news about adventure and some short travel, a meditation. It could be that you're communicating, having a look to see time out somewhere. There's castle on moon. So with the castle, your career, you're starting a new change and cycle, and you need to reflect upon that. And dragon, you've got some fears with the dragon. But you stand in your power that you can do this and you can make the changes. And with the ring as well, there's commitment in the marriage, or a commitment in general that you're going to make with work or relationship. There is a baby carried on butterfly and anchor, so new stability, new fun, and new transformations taking place. The camel is on balloon, so you need to release the pressure and the burdens that you're feeling right now that's probably been placed upon you. Take things delicately. With the rose, there could be some unexpected turns or twists and turns. With the tree and the tent and the ship, there's something exciting that's going to bring adventure, and you need time out for tender loving care. And there will be some travel involving the family, and you may be thinking of ending or closing a chapter on one house and starting somewhere else. Or there could have been a passing recently in the house, but you will move on and you will find some success and a new commitment with the castle on ring. And with the fox, you're very clever, you're very strategic in your business and success. And there will be news coming. It may be temporary news with the tent, but there's a warm blanket being protected around you, and taking that time out. And if you have been hiding things, release, show, don't just put on a brave face, if you're upset, show that, but there could be a pleasant surprise coming. And that's all I've got for the general on the mat.
Fabulous. Okay. All right. So, sorry guys that there's somebody there that is spamming. I've just found it now. If you have come across people that are spamming like this, apologies. We seem to get them all the time, and even though I go hit ban, I don't know if it actually removes them. So all I can do is say apologies, everybody, for that. So I'm trying to get through and ban some of these other idiots. Hang on, there's a comment there and it says, oh, I think I've managed to unhide you. Okay, I think I've managed to do something here because I had poor Leonie where I accidentally hit a button. So just let me make sure I've got the right person. So I haven't done here. I had to try and work out how I could get her back online. So sorry, guys. So sorry about this. My apologies. Now, Karen, like I said, I'll talk to you later when I get a chance. And I just want to have a look. Who else have we got here? Leonie Lewis is asked about career. So I'm going to, let me think. Use my spidey senses. What am I going to use? Charms. Hang on. Let me get those ones out. And let's have a look what's going on. Oh, look, hang on, let me go. Hey, 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 we've got Wilma as well. Hang on, what did I do? Hang on. Ah, there she is. There's
Hi,
Wilma.
Wilma.
So, hello. So I'm just doing, we've had spammers and stalkers, you name it, Wilma. So we've had the whole works already. Can you hear us,
Yes,
Wilma?
I can.
Oh, I can hear and see you. I'm looking and just doing a reading for a lady called Leonie Lewis, and it was about career. Hang on, I'll bring these closer. So, house, fish, sword, and ladybird. The house there means about comfort, security. It literally can be a family type business. But I find it interesting that the sword is there because the sword and the fish tells me there's very little money in what you are doing and you may need to make some serious changes. We have the ladybird, which tells me two things. Ladybirds are often spirits, and there's child spirits, small ones. And it means freedom of money, worries. I'd look at that and say you perhaps need to look at doing something else or ask for a pay rise because there it's almost like you're hitting your ceiling and there's not a lot else room to grow. And when I look at that, I'd say we need some changes. Now, let me have a look. Oops, we've got the sitting cat. Whoops, I'll bring that there. Sitting cat is lovely when they're sitting because it means, though, you do have some lovely female people support in the workplace, but also watch your back for the ones that aren't so nice. I'd look at this number one and say you need and could do with some changes in your career. So, Wilma, do you want to add anything to that? And that is for Leonie Lewis, who I'm terribly sorry where I had actually hit the wrong button.
I will pull for her. I did not hear your reading because I was up grabbing something, but that
Oh,
just
that's all right. She wants to know about career. My charms are telling her basically not enough money, or what I see, not enough money in doing what she's doing, and that she would need to make some changes because I look at this and say it's like she's reaching peak and they've got a cap on the money.
yeah. I heard that it was about career. I just didn't hear what your
Yes.
terms were. I've got car, plane, hook, the circle, and the lotus, which is interesting. So it almost it's got a similar feeling. There's the plane and the car going in two different directions. The plane and the car are essentially the same symbol of the body, the direction, your movement, your purpose in life. Where are you going? in business, and it's almost like she's being pulled in two different directions. And then we have this circle here, and we have the hook. The circle going around in circles, there's something that's not ending. Now, oftentimes that's a good thing. We don't want to be unemployed, but there's something here. It feels like it's holding her back from the next level, especially with the hook. It's like she's stuck in this loop, stuck in this current cycle. And with the lotus, it's almost like there's a certain amount of acceptance with it, or feeling like, okay, well, this is where I need to go. And for me, it's more like, you need to find your direction, maybe meditate a little more, be in touch, get in touch with yourself, find somebody who can help you get in touch with help for you professionally, and like kind of like business coaching, and to help you find your direction, so that you're moving in one direction rather than two directions and being pulled. There's a pull feeling here as well as a stuck feeling. So it really needs to get on the same page and then get to the next level.
Yeah. Do you want to add anything to that, Lyndsay? That's for Hayley.
No, I think that's covered. That's been
Not
good.
Hayley, sorry. Yeah, no. I've got there's a couple of people, I don't know if they're still here. Ursula Casson, I think I've got it here, wants to know about travel. So is she going anywhere, doing anything? Lyndsay, do you want to have a look at that first, and then I'll shuffle and have a look?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ursula.
Ursula, okay. Right, I'm just going to cast some charms on the ship square for travel, business, and long distance. Okay.
Oh, someone will have to tag her, or actually I can tag her because she's just saying there she has to crash to bed. So it's all right, I'll tag her. Yeah.
It's interesting because I got elephant, camel, and angel on the ship. So I feel that you could be going to traveling like hot countries, maybe Egypt or India, where they've got camels and elephants, and so they're showing travel. And there's an angel here as well. The angel is that you're going to be blessed with travel, and that you will be doing far travel, and you may ride on a camel or camel journey, and seeing elephants, maybe in India, where you can see them drawing different things. So I can see good travel there. Camel. And also any obstacles, any travel obstacles you'll overcome, and you will travel far and wide. And that's all I get for that. Yeah.
I want a holiday. I want a holiday. The big problem I have is who's going to look after the cats and who's going to look after the business. So it means I'd have to have a holiday on my own. Oh, how sad would that be? So it means I'd have to leave Linus behind. So who am I looking here next? Sorry, I've got Michelle Miller has asked about love. Now, I don't know if it's a current love or looking for love. So let me just have a look. What have we got about love? Oh, that dream, that's nice. So, cat, giraffe, that's actually a craft cup. It's got scissors and paintbrushes and creative stuff. You've also got the rocking horse, and you've got the little dream zipper pull. If you are in a current relationship, I'd say you need to literally spice it up a little bit, because you've got the craft, which is about creativity in a relationship, and you also have the giraffe, which tells me you're pretty easygoing, but it often means where you have grown in love, but you may not be looking in the same direction. The cat there is about female energy and good comfort with female friends. You also have the rocking horse, which is often around children. Rocking horse in love, if there's no children, often means though you both need to stand still and take a darn good look at each other. And you do have though the dream zipper pull. So I'd say in a relationship there, it's probably not a bad one, but you both need to focus and look at each other and think a little bit more outside the box in your love life. Now, if you are looking for love, because I'm giving you both options here, if you are looking for love, there would tell me literally get a new stomping ground, because when I see a rocking horse, it's literally don't keep repeating the same old, same old. The craft cup again would tell me look and think on a creative level. It's not always on the dating apps if you're looking for love. Things like that, when I see creativity, it's almost like go and do a hobby of something that you feel love and passionate about. And that could be making pottery vases. It could be photographic course, but it means doing something that you love, you will attract the like. So I don't find them too bad. So I hope that helps, Michelle. Um, I've got there, where am I? Um, I'll give this one to Wilma because me and the word general don't go together very well. um, General for Jess Singh. Jess, Jess Singh, and she just asked for a general reading.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. We love the alphabet mat and the zodiac mat. That's actually going to be a good one because there's a good question there I'm going to throw to you because you're the astrologist.
Well, I
That's all
think
right. We'll throw her in the deep end, won't we, Lyndsay? We're good.
this is one of Karen's. This is of course, the double-sided alphabet mat, and I love this. I love both sides. This side is great for general readings. It is a general reading mat, very similar to her other general reading mats or casting sheets. This just has a
And
little
Wilma
bit
designed that side.
more side.
We've got to
It's
add in there. Wilma designed that side. She told me what to do.
okay. I love, love, love this charm. I'm gonna have to take everything in because as soon as this charm, the trophy fell out, I was like, yay! Um, I have a few trophies in my kit, so it doesn't surprise me that it comes out so often. But I don't know. I feel like it's been coming out more lately, but that's a good thing. I am not going to hold back people's achievements. So we have the tree, the owl, the trophy, the kangaroo, the wheel, the hamsa, and the dice. I do want to start in career first because of the dice. The dice here, I'm not sure if you're unemployed or if there's something going on with your employment, but the red number 4 die here kind of gives me the impression that employment things may be a little bit frictional right now. 4 is a foundational number. It's about boundaries, foundations, skills, things like this, and working together. Excuse me, for a common goal. So in career, I'm not sure what you're trying to achieve, but I would be aware for any warning, be aware of any warning signs, issues coming up with employment that you may have to deal with. Again, the tree in the 12th house of spirituality talks about your growth and growing spiritually, growing with your possible religion, spirituality, whatever, however you dissect it. It can even be on meditation, health, soul level. And what I mean by soul level is all levels: spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, body. But getting things in alignment, this is a time to really pull yourself back and prune off the things that you don't like, which could even be a haircut. But get yourself, get comfortable with yourself, get in touch with yourself again. The owls in the first house speak of networking, being social and communicative, using your head and wits and keeping your eyes open. I'm going to relate this back to career, keeping your eyes open, your wits about you, especially in and about jobs and career. The trophy on the 3rd and 4th house, you have the house of communication, your close neighbors, and I mentioned close neighbors because we're in the pandemic. And oftentimes we only have contact with very few people. So, keep your pod close and happy. inspire them and make sure that you're keeping good people / good influences, people who are going to support you, help you go to that next level rather than people who are bringing you down. Keep those people close to you. Also, in terms of the home, um, which can also be the body, but mostly I'm in this particular sense, it's usually the home, the dwelling, where you are, your apartment, your living space. There's, again, that shows that achievement. There's some sort of satisfaction finally getting to where you want to go, or being happy with what you have and grateful with what you have. And then the kangaroo on the 5th and 6th house, this is talking about daily living and also your entertainment and also possible children. So to me, this is almost like, it feels like there's a hop, there's a motivation and a drive to go forward, new inspiration coming, new inspiration that you can put towards for life, possible even travel. Because of the kangaroo, he kind of hops and he moves along quickly. He's just like, yeah, he's kind of like happy-go-lucky. He's moved around life. He's the guy dancing down the street, whistling Dixie and saying hello to everybody. We've got the wheel, be the master of your own ship on a daily basis. This is also having to do with employment, especially if you're working in a self-employment field. And also with nutrition and health, again, back to the 12th house, balancing out your time for yourself, what you need, and making sure that you put this into into practice with your health and your well-being, making sure that you're really taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, your nutrition, things like that. And then the hamsa in the house of relationships, I'm not sure if you're partnered or not already, but this can be a good omen for relationships. It talks about bonding with spiritual partners, and it's just a great sign of cooperation and protection amongst the business community or people that you're working on one-on-one. Protection from hidden enemies, anybody who might be looking to sabotage you is kind of like, it ain't going to happen. You're good. I wouldn't be worrying about any conflicts. If you have any legal things going on, things like that, of course, consult a lawyer. We're not legal things like that. But it's looking on the up and up. And also protect yourself. Just keep yourself protected. Keep your boundaries up, always. But this looks very positive. If there's a particular business relationship or partnership that you're working with, then that's looking also promising. But again, do keep your eyes open and stay balanced. And that's what I have for you as a general.
Big general. So I'm just going through a whole heap of names and getting rid of spammers and God knows what. So I have another general, Lyndsay, if you want to grab that, Greta Hendricks, who's in the Netherlands. So I don't know what time it is. It should be morning in the Netherlands. I don't think that's much time difference to the UK, is it? Yeah. And Greta's after the general as well.
Okay, I'm going to cast some charms onto the mat in all areas. Okay, you've got the camel on butterfly, brave on mask, mountain on letter and castle, chair on castle, and turtle, and book on rose and mermaid. Okay, and tree on hourglass and mushroom on fish. Okay, so I feel like that you're persevering and you found it hard to at the moment to be social and have fun, but perseverance, there could be something that it's been difficult recently to be social. And the grave on mask, it's like you've ended something for protection. Maybe there was some manipulation going on, but you've ended that. You've closed a new chapter, and in your social circle, and you may have had some hurdles, obstacles with some paperwork within a company, but you're dealing with that. And there's a chair on castle, so maybe taking some time out to rest, but you are protected, you are driven, and you're moving along slowly. Now the turtle is on man and the castle. So there is a man that's helping Tortoise. He's sticking his neck out, and there is strong man around you that's been a strength. There's a book on rose, mermaid, pipe, and fish. So you learn and discovering what you're passionate about, what you love, and there is a gentleman in spirit or here that's mature and wise, and he's given you knowledge, information that can help you with your dreams, because your mermaid is your dreams, and leads you to safe passage. So you're being guided in the right way and where you want to go. And also the mushroom on fish and child and lady intent, there could be a situation where you've been resilient, you're always resilient, and that you're growing now in things. And also the tree on hourglass, it's time to branch out, it's time to set your roots and grow, and family and health, that you're spending time in that area, and obstacles will be overcome by communication and getting news that you've wanted. There may have been a delay in some documents, but they will come. And also just take your time out with the chair and rest a bit, and there may be something that you need to end that you're thinking about, but you're hiding it at the moment. That's what I get for the general.
Oh, lovely.
Guitar.
I'm just grabbing people at random because I can't even read my own writing. How bad's that? Isn't it awful? So I've got hang on, Elisa Mitchell about career. So hang on, let me grab some charms. I'm going to do a big rattle down the bottom. Big rattle down the bottom. Oh, sorry, here's my, I'm putting the screens on things. Alright. And we are looking at, and where do I go there? Career. Can you tell I've got ADHD? Scatterbrain here. I'm an airhead. I am a classic airhead. Yeah, truly am. You know, but I'm creative. That's the only bonus. So, career. You've got tower. You've also got a set of 3 keys. You've got the hourglass. You've got the octopus. You've got the toolbox. There would tell me you need to aim higher than what you are doing. Your octopus, it's funny, it's a bit like Wilma was saying before. Octopus is like you're trying to do too many things at once. Yes, you are a great multitasker, but it means, though, the load is more than likely too heavy for you. Now, if you are looking for a new job, this is brilliant to see keys, and especially an angel near them, because it tells me many doors of opportunity will present themselves. And when I see an angel, it means 2 things. Put yourself out to the universe and allow that to open for you. And it does mean many blessings along the path. You've also got the little hourglass, and that often is a sign, though, of be patient. It's like don't try and rush matters. Just take things a little bit on the slower side. Tower is always a good success symbol, but I just look at this and say there's something you need to improve a little in order to gain for what you are really worthy of. But don't take on the load of too many other people, because when I see an octopus, it's like me, scatterbrain. It's like I can't focus and too many things going all at once. So it does mean sit back, work on what is needed and toss what is not needed. So I hope that helps a little bit there, darling. Now, this I'm throwing this to Wilma because she knows more about this thing. The ladies, she's there listed and she calls herself Queen Queen. I love it. Um, and she's wanting to know what the real intentions are of this crush that she has. She is a Taurus and he is a Virgo. So I don't know whether they are actually together, but she says about intentions of a crush. So maybe they are still at this flirty type level. I'm not sure.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, well, you know all about that stuff. I wouldn't know. I've got a friend who's a Taurus and she just loves to feed people. And I don't know much else apart from they love to feed people.
Hang on. One quick
Not
clarity.
that I'm any good.
One quick clarity, because I did just pop out of bed. Is he the Taurus or is she
Oh,
the
yes, well, it is 5:30 in the morning. She's the Taurus, he is the Virgo.
Okay, and she wants to know if he's actually what his intentions are.
Yeah, what the intentions are. Yes.
Hmm. Okay, Queen, I got you. Okay, I got you. All right.
I'm glad you have because I wouldn't know the
This is
first
interesting.
thing.
Okay, as a Taurus, he's got something he's got something to step up to. As a Virgo, I can tell you that they are Virgos on by themselves. Now, granted, we are our entire chart, not just their sun sign, but Virgos are very detail oriented in relationships. So, and they are meticulous. They're not generally people who screw around, fool around. I mean, anybody can, anybody who's had a Virgo whose ex was like bad to them is laughing right now. But generally, they're honest, practical, helpful, nice people. Tauruses are great people. But Tauruses are going to have high expectations. Virgos are going to, in some ways, naturally somewhat notice the details, but they can also be critical, and so you may feel picked apart. But that's just astrology stuff. All right, let's see what's going on. What are his intentions? Balloon, man, dragon. Okay, so we have two symbols here that are speaking of flying or going up, and we have the man in between. So, and the man, I like seeing the man on this side of the dragon because to me this shows that he's got ambition, he's creative, he's going somewhere, he wants to go somewhere, he wants to change. He's thinking and looking at his future in a bright and positive way, which can include you in it. If he was on this side of the dragon, I would say he's an insecure mess, but he is not. And so with the balloon, it's almost like I feel like take it light, take it slow. And he may be taking it light, taking it slow, seeing where it's going, but seeing possible potential in here. So lighten the load, keep it fluffy, airy, see where things go, but don't hold things down. Explore it, use your mind, not your heart. Invest from thinking from a logical point of view before getting yourself in too deep. But what are his intentions? His intentions, I think, are possibly thinking it out before taking it too slow. He seems like he's got a pretty good head on his shoulders. That said, he seems like a pretty creative guy. I like creative people. So I don't know. We got the charms, the ship, and the car. So Karen's laughing for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Go for it, Karen.
Oh, no, I'm just laughing when you're talking about a Virgo person, that's all.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe
remember we're on the cusp of that. No.
yes.
So remember we are
You
on the
got
cusp of that.
the guitar, which you can be like very in tune. I see him as being very in tune. He might even be a bit of a romantic and kind of like, doing that sweet talk, lullaby type thing. Here, let me write you a song and woo you type thing. But I really see that ship. He likes being in control. He likes being the master of his own destiny. I don't see this as a bad thing. I would see where things go. I don't see him as being ill-intentioned here at all. He might be a little controlling or wanting to be in control or might want to be the king to your queen. which is fine as long as he's not trying to step on your toes, because a king knows how to treat a queen. A queen knows how to treat a king. So I would definitely go with your intuition, go with your gut, take it slow, keep it light. I don't see anything bad here. I'd say give the guy a chance.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. So that is very good. Hang on. Who have I got here? Hang on. I love the name, Queen. I've got Jessica Buttigieg is for general. Like I said, general, me and general. Look what I sneaked out, Wilma.
Oh, is there a
But only
sword?
one side. No. See, this is a little, yeah, only one side. Not telling, not showing what the other side is.
Oh,
But
big
it's round.
right. Gotcha. Oh, now I see
Yeah,
my
no.
favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm doing general, and I've got where am I? Jessica Buttigieg. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm no good. Hang on now. I'm moving these all in the centre, otherwise they're going to be off the screen. Sun and the moon is a careful balance of the shadow and light. It is nice. It's like feminine and masculine energy together. You'll know more about sun and the moon, Wilma, than I do. Up here, general, home and family, we've got a ladybird. Ladybird is about freedom of money worries, and I do love it when I see it near family and home. So there, if anybody is really super stressed and things, a ladybird is let the stresses dissipate. Leisure and social life. How interesting, we have handcuffs. Well, what's COVID done to the whole lot of us? Is put us in the shackles. But it does too, though, indicate that you need to probably break free of someone else's judgment, because handcuffs often feels where you are restricted or you're feeling literally shackled down by somebody in your social circle. So if anyone's judging you, give them the flick. Career and business, we've got the bike, and the bike is often, it's a movement sign. So it does mean, again, is there changes that's coming? Good changes, because a bike is where you feel freedom, independence, and it's literally the wind through your hair. But it does mean changes that are coming are better for you. Love and relationships, we've got the cowboy boot. And I don't mean, I have to say it, kinky boots. But the boot in love and relationship, it often means, though, who is it that needs to step up to the plate? Whether you have a partner, if you do have a partner, one of you needs to stand and deliver a little bit better, rather than one side being a lazy side and the other one not. If you are looking for love, and I'd see a boot there, I'd say, really, you do need to get out more, and again, put your best foot and your best face forward. Health and well-being, we've got keys here, and it's funny you got keys here and you got the shackles there, which means your health and well-being will be far greater the moment you release what it is that's locking you down, is a friendship circle. I find that interesting. Handbag there would tell me a mature aged female, because handbags often is where they literally hold them close to their chest, and they are often a sign of maturity. And a spider in a web, literally again, would be a mature aged female. And a spider in a web there would tell me don't get sucked into someone else's drama. This is a money matters one here, and you've got the camel, which still is a movement sign, and it means no matter how difficult the road may be, you will always find there is bread on the table. You've got the rocking horse in the adventure and discovery area. Hang on, I'll try and move it over here. And you have rocking horse there would tell me again, you need new adventure, something that is giving you life. Rocking horse is about the freedom, the journey. And as a child, you think that rocking horse is going to just lead you to far and away places and so on. But it means discovery of the child within. And a car means the same thing. Offload the passengers and find the adventure that you have within. Spirituality, you've actually got a hat, and I find these quite interesting. And when you see a hat, yes, it looks a bit like a cowboy's hat. Hats often are older males, and an older male near spirit would tell me there's information that comes through to you from an older male, and it's literally the messages that may be there. So I just want to have a look. What else have we got? We've got the parrot. So there, I don't know if you're still there, but I'd really love to know. Parrot is chatter and communication, but it's repetition, which tells me you keep hearing clairaudient messages from a male in spirit. You have also the carps, the twin fish, or the, what do they call it? Koi fish, which is luck and opportunity. These are actually quite nice for you for a general. So your big changes I would look at is what's good for your well-being. Two things: don't get sucked into someone else's crap in a spider web, and you do need to release somebody that's dragging you down. And I would say it's a female. So I hope that helps a wee bit. And that was for Jessica, Jessica Buttergift. I'm trying to go back and forth to pages here. My scribble, like I said, I can't even read my own writing. Do you have, Lyndsay, you've got a better head than me. Did we do a lady called Zoe Strange?
I can't recall
Did
that.
we
I
do a
don't think
Zoe?
we've done a no.
No, I don't either. Okay, she's just put down love life, so I don't know whether it's existing love or looking for love. So do you want to throw a couple of charms or cards or what's in your hands?
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to.
Yeah, Zoe, I have, yeah.
Okay, in the love, I've got a balloon, a woman, a dress, a camel, and an angel. So I feel that in the love there is a high love and a celebration. There could be some releasing of pressure, some burdens that have happened for the lady in the relationship and as a loved one. So there might have been some difficult moment in love with and it's overcoming them burdens and they rise above it, but there will be good. It's a protected, blessed relationship. If she's not in a relationship, there's angel watching over saying keep persevering and release what you need to release and take flight. Things will take off slowly and there could be some celebration and joy, but just keep persevering. And I'll just pull 3 cards just to see what I get for the love. There could be some tension, something that needs to be released first in the love. Okay, I've got bat for the cards and a grave and a key. Okay, now with the key touching the dark side of the grave, I feel that there was an open relationship that's ended and things that were open up has come to an end. But the light side of the bat is use your senses, intelligent to find the love. I just feel like there's something been ended and it's been burdensome journey and it needs to be released, let go of, and to look for the higher power within and let go of certain things at the moment. But there's nothing like a heart or a ring or anything to show a committed relationship in the love at the moment. So I feel like there could be something that needs to be got over first before new. relationship comes.
Yeah.
That's all I get.
This
Okay.
screams to me no
There's
rebounds. Please, no rebounds. Like get over,
yeah.
get over one before the other. But I just
Don't recycle. Don't
what
recycle.
Lyndsay.
Yeah. And don't recycle.
Yes, no. Leave the
Yeah.
ex. Yeah, your ex is
We
more.
don't recycle.
Why did I date you?
Yeah. Leave them as their ex. Jennifer Bramley, she's asked a couple of times here, and she's just a bit worried about her son. Two things, Jennifer. We don't like reading two things on children. I know he's 16 and he thinks he's a young man. We can only give you a very vague overview, and the main reason is because he is young, and we don't usually read for people when they are under age 18. But I'll just have a quick look about what you can do to change or help him on his path. And what have we got?
It's a very delicate.
Cat, tree, pelican,
So,
imagine.
oh,
It is a very delicate area when you're a mum too. Yeah. So I'm just going up here. The tree is obviously the family there. It's interesting because I've got the disc that says imagine, which means creativity. I don't know if there's either a young lady or a female in bold, because this here, I don't know, it looks ridiculous, but it's actually a heart and it's love potion. So that and cat would tell me there's female energy around him, and it could be someone that's actually quite good rather than quite bad. Because when I see love potion, it may be where he needs the interest is to look at someone who is a very good close female friend who can help him and what's pulling him down or pulling him under. It's also, imagine, is about the creativity of life. Pelican is very family orientated, and the boot here would tell me again, don't try to path for him, because a boot is a little too strong in its energy, which is like what is it, where is he going in this life? And there
yes.
would tell me take it a little bit easy. I'd say give him a little bit of slack, because I'd say don't come on too strong. But there would tell me there is a decent female energy around that could be, and I don't mean a lover, he's too young, although he probably doesn't think he's too young at 16, but there would tell me a good female energy who actually cares about him, can help pull him out and do something good for him. And I'd say the imagine is he needs to see the scope and how far he can go, how far he can climb, and literally what he can do, because I keep getting a heavy feeling that he's feeling like under pressure for something. And sometimes you just got to know when to pull back. And I've got house and create again. I'd still say think on the creative level, do things that invoke his mind and get his brain active, but don't come down too hard or too strong. I don't see them as too bad though, but I'd just say don't be too hard and cut him a little bit of slack. So do you have any other interps on those girls, what you would see on my charms? Oh, she says lots of females, a girlfriend is exactly what he needs. And look, it may be, Jennifer, what he does need, but I'd also too, though, take the pressure off that, where if he's got other people and kids at school and friends that have all the girlfriends, it doesn't matter if he's a later bloomer. I'll tell you my own story. I have two grown-up children. I've got a son who's 38 and I've got a 35-year-old daughter. And God, I feel like a dinosaur when I say that. But both of my children were very late in blooming, and my children were from my first marriage, and my son, when he was only sort of even 13, 14, his birth father kept at him and at him, when are you going to get a girlfriend? What's wrong with you? And all these stupid things. And it just made him go more and more into his shell. And then he was only, what, 18, 19, 20 or so, and he was working at a supermarket after school, and he said, Mum, this girl is just so gorgeous and I love her, but I can't say anything. And so he kept sitting on that, and he sat on that for 2 years. And him and this girl, they flirted and skirted around each other until he had the courage. He was 21 when he finally had the courage to take that first step to the girls. So she said he isn't a late bloomer. He's popular, parties too hard, sporty. He's becoming a handful and seems so lost, struggling to keep him at school. The other issues then, Jennifer, that I would look at, and again, advice as a mother is school, the school that he is going to, is that the right school or path for him? Often when they are distracted in school, or they're too sporty, or they're bored, or they don't want to go, it often means they're very, very highly intelligent and they are bored. And I would look at it and say, is it the school that's not the right fit for him? Because if he's struggling to stay at school, I could just about count on it, he's probably bored out of his brain. So I would look at maybe getting him assessed for higher level learning. So I'm not sure which country you're in, Jennifer, whether you're here in Oz or somewhere else. But yeah, he may not want girlfriends as such, but I'd say he needs something to stimulate the brain and stimulate the creativity and the side of him. But I wouldn't be too hard either, because they don't always have to finish school to be successful. And I know I get shot down in flames by a lot of people saying that, but I see it every day in the clients that I deal with. And you'd be surprised at how many of the ones that are highly successful who were bored shitless in school, and then they took their further learnings outside of school. So mainstream may not be suitable for him. So that's what I've got from there. Marianne Zoe Kelly wants to know about new love coming in. So do you want to have a go at that, Wilma? Now, I've had poor Lyndsay here. How are you, Lyndsay? Are you pooped? Because I know we've been on here a while.
I'm all right.
So
yeah.
are you okay, Lyndsay? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know you've got a family too. So, and it's early morning or mid-morning for you. I don't know how Wilma's up at this ungodly hour.
Oh, Karen, we're gonna have to.
So, you're here with me in Australia, Jennifer.
We've
What
got
am I
two.
doing?
This was a flipper card. The tombstone was a flipper card, and I ended up not shuffling it back in, but I kept it aside to see if it would be relevant. And then the mountain came up. So to me, you've got two stop cards here. We have the lady, and the lady facing away from the mountain.
Yeah.
More of
So,
another stop. It's like, what are you not wanting to confront, or what are you not dealing with in love? You're looking for love, but it's almost like there's no way to. It's like, how are you going to find love if you're not on the internet, you're not going outside, and you're not talking to people? You've got to let people in order to find new people. The butterfly to me says socialization, networking, resources, more people, different groups of people, expanding your social circle, this kind of thing. So to me, this is just like eharmony.com. And no, I don't just mean eHarmony, but you may need to swipe right or swipe left. I'm not sure. I don't swipe. I don't know anything about these dating apps, so I'm not sure if right is good or left is good.
I wouldn't know.
Whichever way it is, you need to swipe. You might be doing a lot of next. So it'd really be making a list and checking it twice. What are you looking for in a guy? What are you looking for in a girl? You know, whatever your preference is. What are you looking for in a person? What are you looking for in a person? Write your list, double check it, keep your foundations, and then go out and find, into that circle, go into that great unknown, and kind of, compare your list, because feels like you just keep getting these, you're either saying no or you're finding this blockage. So you've got to find a way out, and that way out is socialization. I don't know if you're nervous. It almost feels like there's a kind of like a running front issue, or there's some issue that's not being faced, but you got to get out into some new social circles, girl. So that's what I got in terms of finding new love. You need new social circles, social circles, and think long term. So this is more like, it may not happen right away, but this is going to happen in the future. So again, plan out what you're looking for so that you know who that right person is, or you know that relationship when you find it.
I'm going to go, what are we going to do? And then what is it we don't do?
Oh,
So, again, we got little sneak peeks, but we're not quite there
I've been
yet.
very, this
You're
may be
waiting
my
this, aren't
favorite.
you? What's coming? Yeah, Wilma's on. Wilma, Lyndsay, and Andrea are all privy to what's coming. And it's like another one of those, crazy ass ADHD moments that I have, and it's a bit random, but it works. So,
Yeah, and Lyndsay had a big hand in this one. So I have to thank Lyndsay for the spark of pushing Karen.
yeah. Yes, I know, because I need a kick in the ass now and again. That's me and the Aussie. And you girls do it well for me.
Well, and
So,
on track. She's very good at keeping poking the fire and making sure
yeah,
that it's coming out.
I know, and it's getting there. But yeah, there's a lot. This is a lot of goodies that are coming. So do this. When I'm looking at this about do this, we have infinity, the arrow, and a monkey. The monkey is again, get out, have some fun, have some play. The infinity is literally keep going on. It's like keep on keeping on, Your arrow also would tell me too, though, you need to look in a different direction. And pretty much as Wilma, it's like, don't look backwards, look forwards. And then what have we got we don't do? Bird in the cage would tell me literally don't listen to the bullshit that's coming from the friends or the bullshit that these people try and sell you about their love prospects. We also have the gun, which means any person, I'm not sure whether heterosexual or not, but when I see a gun we're talking about love, it would tell me anyone who tries to control or overpower you. We have the broom, which literally means kick their butt to the curb, because the broom means declutter the space. And when I look at this of don't do's, I'd say some people who keep literally singing stuff in your ear is not always the good thing. And your broom would tell me time to declutter, dominating or controlling people in what they have to say to you. So that's my do and don't do. So that's just a few questions. That's what I've got there. I'm thinking we're probably nearly at our end there. I have, I'll flick through the messages again in a minute. Okay, like I said, I can, my writing, I can barely even read my own writing. Monique Separo, a new love, something or rather, should she give it a chance? New love and give it a chance. That's what it was. So someone's obviously new to her and she's not showing or not sure, should she just proceed and give it a chance to have a real good crack at it? So who wants to grab that one?
Wilma,
Wilma, do you want that one?
This is the one that I feel disconnected to, and I knew as soon as I felt disconnected to it that you're going to call on me.
Oh, sorry, I'll do it then. It's all right. I can do it if you want.
I got lost in a past reading, and I just
That's all right.
fell in a little bit, and I just lost my concentration.
That's all right. Right, well, what I'll do here, I'll do it then. So I've got pros and we've got cons, okay? So again, you're getting some sneak peeks. There is more. So, what's the
You must stay out of
pros
the chat. Every time I go in the chat, I lose my concentration.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll talk. I'm good at talking, as you know. So we've got pros and we've got cons. So, what are the pros about this? We've got the teapot, we've got the cactus, and we've got the mouse. There would tell me pros, we're looking at the positives. So the teapot there or the coffee pot is actually nice because it does tell me you've got someone who can literally hang off your arm and very nice to take to social occasions. I like it. The pros also, though, can tell me someone who literally helps lower your stress levels. And the cactus there is, again, someone, again, that lowers some of the stress or the pain for you. I actually think they're quite good as a positive because there would tell me someone is pulling you out of your social scene, but it is something that helps lower some of the stresses that you have here. You've also got the moon and the stars, quite dreamy. It's nice. A
Hidden,
moon is a light source, and
hidden
so is
resource.
a star.
Somebody, the cactus reminds me of somebody who can be really good at like getting you out of the room without anybody else knowing. They've got that inner,
Yeah.
because cactuses have that inner water, the inner resources. Like they can do everything. It's like nobody
Yes.
knows what I'm really doing, or nobody knows what I'm doing. It's like I got this. I got this. They're great support.
Yeah. It is. The moon is a light source, which means, again, this relationship, I would say, yes, definitely give it a chance because the moon is, again, bright light and taking you to different levels that you didn't see. Moon's emotion, and it's a lovely symbol of, time to look at yourself and look at this as a relationship. And I'd say he's probably quite good for lowering the stress levels. So what are the cons? He may be shitty with money. Sorry, I have to say that. We Australians, we do say shitty and bloody probably far too often. But when I see money and mermaid would tell me he loves lover of pretty things. Now, I don't just mean as in eyeing off the girl as she walks down past the cafe. Mermaid and fish would tell me is not so great when it comes to finances. The guitar also is about peace and harmony. But when I look at that as a con, I'd look at that and say, don't let him just whisper sweet nothings in your ear. Make sure what he says is sincere and real, because a mermaid's very good at sometimes showing an exterior that is all wonderful, but what is the things that you don't see? Money is one of them that I would say that you really, really need to have a good look. Sorry, I'm making a big racket while I'm rattling in here. And what have I got? Okay. The wine barrel as a con, again, is he too much of like the alcoholic beverage? We've also got female energy, female energy. I'd look there and say, who is it? Particularly when I see this. This is actually Mother Earth. Have I sent that one to you girls? Have I sent this one to you girls? Wilma, Lyndsay, have
No,
I
that's
given
a
you this
new one.
one?
As well as
It's years old. Oh,
No,
well, I'll
it's
have
good.
to do that.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'll have to do that when I send out your goodies. Mother Earth, it's a beautiful symbol of female energy, but it is usually an older female energy. So I'd say again, something that is a con may be literally his mother. And no, I don't mean bad things there to all mother-in-laws. I'm one of them too. But there, it's got like female energy there, and there, which tells me he's either got a dominating, controlling mother or a dominating, controlling sister, or even to an ex. And it may even be the ex who has a problem here. So the bigger thing is make sure you see everything beyond just the good looking exterior. So I hope that helps a wee bit. Sorry, I've gone on and carried on way too much. Now, who else did I have? I actually didn't have anyone else there. Oh, because I've scratched out and let me just have a look. I just want to quick flick through. Where am I? Directionless, not making effort to find his path. That's Jennifer's son. Let me have a look. Michelle Shelton's lovely to see you. It's lovely to see you here. Someone says there they got under their Facebook user and she's planning on homeschooling for the new school year. She wants to know insight on how it will go. I'll try and find her name, and you will be the lucky last one when I find your name. But it's under Facebook user who is planning on homeschooling for the new school year. I'll try and find the name. So who wants to grab that for homeschooling?
Okay, so how will it go with homeschooling?
How will it go? She's planning on doing, she's doing the homeschooling for this school year.
Okay. Now I am an alternative schooler.
You are.
I actually studied alternative school, so don't panic. That's my first line of advice. We have a flip out card of the lady. You have the sword, the question mark. So again, don't flip out. You got this. This shows it's like some insecurities. Don't worry, you got this. Okay, and you got the tornado. Okay, big deep breath. This is a whole new area. It's probably going to blow your mind and you're going to feel overwhelmed. That said, take it one step at a time, one question at a time. There's lots of support here in the question mark. There's lots of power. You will find your direction, especially with the question, the sword being wielded by the question. Go to the teacher, go to the higher ups, go to the people, whoever it is, whether it's the school authorities or, your resource person, whoever it is, go to them, keep that contact and communication open. And I would just not sweat the small stuff. Like literally the tornado, it's like, this is a whirlwind and you need to remember this is new. This is a whirlwind for you. It's a whirlwind for your kids, and that's okay. And in time, things will settle down and you'll all find your rhythm. It's just a matter of clearing a new path. So to me, this says structure. Keep structure at home. If you're going to be homeschooling, a routine is still very important. And so to me, this says clear a path. It's like literally make sure that everything's in its place. Make sure that they're prepared, that there's no multitasking. You can't play while schooling. This is really school time. It's really clear a path. Make a separate space, in fact. Make sure they have a separate room, that it kind of helps set their mind up for schooling, that they're not being distracted by the TV or this kind of thing, which it can be hard. Sometimes we have to sit kids down where we have to sit them. And if you have to sit them down at the busy coffee table, which may be distracting, especially if everybody else is home, you can find ways to create their own space or to keep them focused. One step at a time, it will get there. And I also feel like, in both of these cards, it's like cut out the superfluous. Cut out the superfluous, whether it's your expectations and also they don't have to do everything. They don't have to learn everything. This is really a time to focus on fundamentals and grow from there and just really just kind of find your base and then grow from it. This is really a time that you can take all the bad habits and throw them all away. This is a time where you can literally find all their weak spots and work on it. I feel like you make the most out of this tornado, find their weak spots, work on their weak spots, and take control. And you can do this through other forms. Again, keeping their focus. I'm very much into the universal schoolhouse. Everything is a opportunity for learning. Find a way to make it fun. I know I said keep them focused on learning, but you can still find a way to make it fun. You will find your way. I think it's going to go okay. It's going to be rocky at first, but I think that you're going to find I think you're going to help strengthen their weak spots, and it's going to be fundamentally positive in the long run because you have the key. So it's also about, I think you may find their strengths in their learning styles as well. And that's important to find their own particular learning styles and run with it. And with homeschooling, depending on how much you're allowed to be hands-on, if this is a lot of computer activity and you're just sitting there and the teacher's really doing everything, there's going to be less wiggle room for you. It's going to be difficult, but I still like, you got this. It's going to be good, and they're going to be fine. I think they're going to find direction.
I think that's good. Oh, look, I think people who homeschool, absolute medals and kudos to you because
Yes,
I would fail fourth grade. Honestly, the dedication that you need and the discipline, I don't know how you do it. I even big praise to all the mums who had to even just do the part-time homeschool during the COVID lockdown was bad enough.
it's a huge,
I'd go insane.
it's a huge
I'd go
change.
insane.
It's to me, it
Yeah.
reminds me of trying to go from writing with your right hand to suddenly having to write only with your left hand. Just doing everything completely
Yeah.
backwards in the way that you're used to. And that's where you kind of need to, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but it's okay to just kind of start with a new slate. No pun
Yeah,
intended.
I just don't know how to do it. Well, see, Lyndsay has she had Sophia to do homeschooling last year, and I think you deserve a medal. I
Uh,
just don't know how I would. I wouldn't cope. Like I said, I'd fail fourth grade. So, I would not be very good for that. Yeah. So, but I just think no. I think it's a big, big challenge, and to take it head on. I think it's great. And it's also very interesting when you see a lot of children that are homeschooled. They don't often have a lot of the, that bullying things to deal with and that in schools and so on. So it's almost like a pure heart and intention. But I think it's really lovely. And I think, you deserve a medal to be able to do so because I would fail. Yes, so
Sharon,
there
you know
you
you
go.
wouldn't
Oh, she's
get
got
right.
three.
One step at a time.
Yeah, I
One step.
would. Yeah, no, I would fail. I really would. Yeah. So I just look at it and think, oh my God, I've got the attention span of a fish. So that, yeah, I'm the one in the bowl that goes around and says, oh, I haven't seen this before. Um,
Oh, there you
so
go. You kids
that would be
explain the
me.
lesson to you.
Yeah, I haven't seen this before. Oh God, now hang on, I'm just looking now. I'm just seeing another message there. Someone called Yvonne White. She said she'd just like to ask a question about a guy, Glenn, if he's a soulmate and will they be together? Do you want to round that off, Lyndsay, as the lucky last, or no? Or I can grab it. I
Yeah,
don't care.
I can do it. Okay.
Yeah. She says, I'll put her up of the message on screen. I'll put it there. She says, can you girls read that when I touch that button? That's what I want to know. Do you girls see that
Oh
where
yeah.
I'll put it on screen or it doesn't show it?
I
Yes.
can see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm
yeah,
going to put two lines.
that
Is
and will
he
he
your
be?
soulmate? And will they? Okay. It won't be a moment.
I'd just like to mention randomly that I think, my personal belief, soulmates can still be soulmates and not necessarily be with you an entire lifetime.
Absolutely. And soulmates also can sometimes be a friend, as in a girlfriend, and there can even be a soul connection to a child.
Yes.
And
Soul family. Soul
it's one of
family.
those things. It can be, yeah. And it's like when people say they call people. I often use the term soul sisters as my friends
Mhm.
because they are people that have crossed my life that are meant to cross my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it is. It's interesting.
Oh, was heart predetermined, Lyndsay? Or did that just come
Um,
out?
that come out. I did
Ooh.
a top row for is he my soulmate, and then the second row will be together.
Hang on, I need popcorn.
Yeah,
Okay, we're good. Sorry.
I think soulmate. He's there supporting, and you have warm conversations that he gets, what you're saying, and the peacock. I think with the soulmate, it hasn't got like the key or something, yes, but I think he's a real good support to you and he's there to lean on, and you can lean on him and he can lean on you, and you're always having warm, friendly conversations, and just get each other in conversations. And the peacock, you look good together, and you show off each other's strengths, and we'll be together. The angel's really good. It's like it's blessed. It's a higher power relationship. It's like it's meant to be. So the angel could also be the soulmate connection, and the heart that you have got deep love, romance, beauty in the relationship, and you balance each other out. The weighing scales, you're really good at being there to support each other with the canes, and also the balancing scales. It's a real good relationship. I just get a lot of love and a lot of good feelings, like it's fated with the angel and the heart, and the scales and the peacock. It's really attractive relationship, and he's really attractive male. He likes to shut his stuff. He likes to show you things, and really deep conversations, and good support.
I don't think she's going to have to swipe left or right on Tinder. I think she's going to have to delete that app. She's found the guy. Delete the app,
Yeah.
throw away the phone. You got him.
Yeah. So, oh wow. So that's good. Hang on, I'll just pick that there.
I love it.
Well, I just want to say, everyone, thanks so much for joining us. And I just want to say thanks so much for everyone to join us here today. And my apologies, we had a scammer. So I have sorted that one out, and I have to also sort out something else. So yeah, so my apologies there. And I just want to end up on a little positive quote for the day, and we're just going to have it here, and it says, I am free from illusion and limitations. I can do whatever I want. There you go. So thanks everybody for joining us, and hope to see you all again soon. Okay, bye for now.